Hi guys, and welcome to Game 4 from the OCTGN League.
Hi guys, welcome to
I am once again using Bara, and I'm playing as Bara Fealty myself. I'm currently 3-1, as is my opponent, so win this and make the cut. There is one round left, so whether I want to do it beforehand or not, try and get it done beforehand. So, pretty good setup here. Got the painted table, Dragonstone Port, Red Keep, and I'm going to put down the Lancer.
Potentially had a slightly
and he has
start,
Bob and the Rose Road. Probably could have put Bob down. So I'm trying out lots of different Bara decks. I think I've said in a few videos. I got this one off Thrones DB. I can't remember what it's called. It won some event somewhere. And yeah, just realised it doesn't have confiscation or here to serve. This worries me.
Don't know.
But
I don't really want to go first. Or do I?
Yeah, let's go for starting plot. I think we're going to go for time of plenty. Try and draw into some options. And my opponent flips into trading. So not the best combo there. I don't like. Again, that's an interaction I don't like. If I'm giving my opponent, I know he's giving me money, which is going to help me put out my cards. But also, I'm giving him more cards. Not a bad drop there. So I got Mel, got Duped Bob, 2 Seed in Flames, and a Milk. So I'm feeling pretty happy. And the Shari Priestess for the turn after I play Mel. Not many chuds though.
10, 11, 12. So you get Bob and Mel out. And I've got a chud.
So
I can nil his Bob. My Bob will get nailed. Yeah, let's do that.
See what I'm thinking here. Right. So he's made me go first, which is fair enough. So we're going to put the King's Road, near the King's Road, near the Dragonstone Port. Put out Bob with a dupe. Do I
get that Milk Bob? No, Bob. Okay.
I think, yeah, put out Mel, obviously nil Bob. Any option.
And I'm done.
I should say the sound quality on the recording I did during the game was absolutely atrocious. I'm kind of recording this afterwards again, so I do apologise. And also this is before the Night's Watch box, so this is up to All Men Are Fools, which you probably saw in the intro. But just to clarify, not that really any of the Bara cards from that would fit this deck. I really like the new Bara cards, but they're not. For Fealty, I don't think.
So as you know, I've been using lots of different.
So that you're going to see them in the what's it builds? You're going to Brain Kick in.
This one's actually one I found.
You're going to see them in the Kraken builds either way. So either Greyjoy, Bara to Banner to
Amsterdam or something like that.
So Stag or Baratheon Banner of Kraken.
But I'm trying out.
So he's put out a Fiery Follower and the
see how that works out.
Dragonstone Faithful. She was going to play something else out. He's got all that money.
What's he going to do the last 8 gold?
But yeah, I do remember this when I first. This game was done over a week ago. I've actually done round 6 and so.
I get my Milk option.
There's Crescent. So obviously my Milk play is out. But yeah, this game was over a week ago. And here we go. Milk on Bob. Yeah, so obviously I said pretty gutted when I opened up the deck plot and went, there's no confiscation. What? And then I was slightly even more annoyed when I went, hang on a second, and there's no
I passed pre-challenge.
They hit serve, and then I got Milks, and there's not much I can do about it, unfortunately, unless I draw in to sell me. So on to my challenges.
So you passed pre-challenge too. So what do I do here? I think I defect, I hold, because if he does a military, I
think I might pass challenges here because I really want to get the draw off the Red Keep.
I want the card draw. Yes, I'm probably going to be discarding a card, but. So,
which I do. So we have a military coming in from the
I
5 followers.
Let the intrigue go through, and then defend the power for the draw.
which I block with Bob, mainly because I don't think he's running much, but I kind of want to keep the Chud on the table.
Something.
We have an injury coming in.
Unopposed. Here's where he has milk.
Let go unopposed.
And I cry.
And leaves a scene in flames. And Selmy comes in for the power.
So. Oh, it's going to be a tie on Dom, isn't it? Damn. Oh well. Won't be
I fully block.
Power this turn. Done.
So, trigger the red keep. And what do we draw? We get King Stannis and Dragonstone Port.
Oh,
so it's one of the variants I've been talking about. I think I talked about the last few games. For some reason I thought I won Dom.
That was me. Good point.
I mean, so it's one of the things I've been trying out. So obviously as the game's gone on, I've been trying out different builds.
Tie dominance. No,
so this one obviously was using King Stannis. So I have used core Stannis.
Please have
I'm actually back to my current build, which is no Stannis.
Awesome.
So yeah. I decided to go Fealty here just to try and just put Bob down again. He's summoned, so obviously that means he's struggling for characters. And yeah, he doesn't even need me to trigger it. He knows he's getting out. But always got Bob's superiority. It's kind of annoying.
Kind of has to be Bob, really.
So doing his summons.
Why would this deck not run confiscation?
He's got a fair bit to serve.
At least you need to run confiscation.
Yeah, I'm actually back to Baratheon. So we've got Selmy coming out. So I think he's probably looking for Mel. Honestly, didn't see her.
Interesting.
Selmy's not a bad second choice. But yeah, I'm back onto Summer. I think I was trying out almost too many decks, and it was just confusing the matter. So I decided to go back to basics and go back to the deck that worked for me at the start of Store Champ season, where I was King Swiss at Bristol. So back to Baratheon Kings as Summer, and I've basically taken that build and updated it with all the modern Bara cards, the Fickle Bannerman, and
I'm in trouble because this deck doesn't run confiscation for some reason.
Bodyguards, because that was pretty valid.
Check that before I loaded it out.
So unfortunately, Mel gets milked. Really need to see that sell me. Oh, for Ward, and just take his one. We have the reduce and knelt, and then not knelt.
Oh, maybe I can milk. If I use Stannis to keep his guy knelt.
What's he doing? Just having a little think here.
Think about that. So he's going Domtech as well. Not really surprising.
We have Gendry out. By the looks of it.
I've lost.
I apologise. The screen I'm using is in pre-edit, so it's a little bit blurry. So I'm doing my best to
show Priestess just yet. What's he got for power now?
To work it out. It's in kind of like the lowest possible resolution to be able to do this. So I do apologise.
Before I get to use it. So my reserve's I'm going to be drawing lots of cards. So do I just?
So I have 4 gold and the Dragonstone Port. Get a King's Road.
Fealty. I've got Fealty.
Trying to get a King Stannis maybe.
Stupid. So Fealty. That'll give me gold. I can play Seed and Flames. Okay.
Oh, I forgot Fealty last turn, didn't I? I always forget Fealty. I remember it this time.
Yes, indeed.
So we get Stannis, King Stannis out, and I am done. Obviously, King Stannis does rely on winning dominance, which isn't great. Not at the moment, not with the T5 followers on the other side of the table. So I'm going to play Scene in Flames, and annoyingly, this looks like it's before I can see it. Oh no, I've set it up properly so you can see his hand. So this was a tough one. His hand was pretty good, but I decided that Lightbringers probably was the best bet because while he's got Bob's superiority, I don't want Bob in 2 challenges. Obviously, I know how effective that can be. So yeah, I didn't get to kneel him unfortunately because Mel was obviously milked, which is a pain in the backside. But you can't have everything. So we have a power challenge coming in from Eamon. I think I just remind myself a little bit of the King Stannis ability. And I block. Have the intrigue coming in from the fire followers. Which goes unopposed and takes out a fire follower. Bob defends the the military challenge, and he is done. Now I make a big mistake here because I look at his hand and I know he has Eyes of the Fury, and I do the power challenge anyway, and he has the gold to spend it thanks to Fealty, which I felt like a bit of an umpty about. So yep, that was a big mistake. If I'd left him standing, I would have had 7 for Dom. He would have had, probably still would have won Dom. So I don't think I was going to do that well either way. But yeah, that's the card I've grown to love with Bara. His dominance, and unfortunately because of that stupid action, I lost the power challenge, so I didn't get to do the red keep, and I'm pretty sure that comes back to bite me now. Because start the second turn. I'm going to play out building orders. Oh, so close to it. So we have buildings orders into building orders, and oh, if I played that time of plenty, things could have been so different in this game. He finds the red keep with his building orders. There's Sell Me, second card. Oh, if I'd played Time of Plenty, I would have got Sell Me. Oh, that's so frustrating. So I draw a second milk, and looking back on it, that's even more gutting than when it actually happened in real life. I didn't realise how close I was to playing out the easeful card. Oh. Never mind. Never mind. So yeah, so he's got the red keep, so he's got parity on the power challenge side. And we have the Tibet's Armory, and the Boston Hiding comes out to basically give Gendry, if that is Gendry again. I'm sorry, my resolution's not very great here. I'm pretty sure it is, because it looks like he's got power. So I milk Sell Me, I milk Bob, and we get out a Lancer. And oh, okay, that is Gendry then. Again, sorry guys, because my screen is a bit rubbish. I really should have taken the power of him, because obviously that makes Gendry a lot worse. I'm pretty sure that is Gendry. I should have taken that power of Gendry. That was a mistake. I can assume, because I was thinking about wildfiring next turn. I probably am going to wildfire, and obviously I kind of figured Bob was going to be around, but yeah, I should have taken that power of Gendry. That was, looking in hindsight, that was a big error. So we have a military coming in for the Boston Hiding, which is blocked by the Lancer, who's then, I believe, taken his claim yet. We have another entry coming in from the 5 followers, I'd imagine. We have a big entry coming in from the fire followers. Which obviously I can't stop. So go unopposed and lose a Ashari Priestess.
Some guys get all the luck. 4 years at Assassin University, and I ended up having to work here to make ends meet. After killing the 11th
I think it's weighing up the numbers here.
learns that he now holds that position, and if he wants to get any better, he'll need to bump off the 10 assassins above him in the list. Man, this is what I live for. Fighting your own kind. Nothing's more gratifying. So it's off to the house of the 10th best assassin in the world.
And we have I begin for big power challenge.
Applies in this situation. At first, it seems like this is going to be no big deal.
The maths on this, I think, got us really confused because of actually not because of either Bob, because because Stannis reduces everyone by 1 who's not a king. So I believe I'm going in for 13. He can defend for 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 if he fully defends. No, he can't. He defends for 12. You can defend for 12, that was it. So I worked out, yes, because of the 2 -1s. And he nightmares the My Red Keep so that he now gets up to so I'm now down to 11 to his 12, so he wins the challenge. Stopping my card draw. I do an intrigue, which is unopposed, getting some power on the board. And then do a military from the Lancer, which again goes unopposed. Getting the bastard in hiding. It's going to be his dom again. I wonder if I should have left those two standing. Yeah, could have won dom. Triggered Stannis, but then saying that, Stannis can't keep the most important card, which is Bob, down. So on to the next plot phase, and yep, I do indeed pick Wildfire into his confiscation. So I'm trying to choose who goes first. And I also just lose the Lancer, because that's pretty easy. And he's got a bit more of a difficult decision to make. And he decides to kill Selmy, kill one of the 5 followers, because obviously you can just confiscate the milk off of Bob. So I've got Bob dupe and a Mel dupe, which would be great normally, but just these blooming milks. Which really slows the deck down, and I think so when Night's Watch are prevalent, milk's going to disappear a bit, but milks definitely seem to be coming back now, and I think you need to. There needs to be almost an auto include these days. Because of like new Marge, which you probably just seen on another set of videos I've just put out. I'm testing out kind of a new Marge build with Banner to Stark, and you just need to kind of better shut that down. There's just quite a few cards actually. I think especially Bara, the Bara matchup, you want to be shutting those guys down. The Stark matchup, you want to be shutting Fast Eddie down, and Rob. So there is quite a few. I think there is quite a few cards that you just make milk worth it again. So yeah, and even that's some of the Night Watch cards in the box. Quite a few of them do not have, do not have the tech of no attachment to a weapon. So again, I think that's probably is worth a look at. So I put the Shadow Priestess out, and nearly any character I can.
Note how this unscrupulous reptile clearly cheats by sprinting off before the starting gun.
Unfortunately, one of the situations doesn't matter how good your Bob is, if their Bob is better. And I do put Edric Storm out as well. Mainly because I figure I'd probably, just potentially going to lose into intrigue anyway. I've done. Might be a mistake in hindsight. Might want to keep hold of him. So we have the Dragonstone Port played out, Dragonstone Faithful played out, the other Dragonstone Port knelt, and we have Barristan Selmy on the board. Oh, what I'll do for another milk right about now. So we have an entry coming in for the Shadow Priestess, which goes unopposed. Lack of intrigue icons. I would also say, also what I think about the other reason I think you want to be looking at milks. Obviously, people is Tyrell Rush is a really big thing at the moment. So being able to stop Randall from just standing at will is pretty important, and so I'm the renowned Rush on that. So yeah. So, kind of feel like a rock and a hard place here, because no matter what challenge I do now, Bob can just defend it. So I do the power challenge. His Bob's gonna win because my Bob's less strength. Otherwise, you probably just see me doing Bob, and if Bob didn't have milk on him, even if just Bob didn't have milk on him, you probably see me doing Bob and Stannis in a power challenge, maybe Edric Storm. I think that would just put me over the edge to win it, and then maybe not, but or maybe Mel goes in as well, then I just intimidate his Bob. It's not a great situation, unfortunately. He does a massive power challenge back, so I'd Shud block it, try and win Dom. Intimidate's such a good ability on Bob. So he doesn't bother with the intimidate, I don't think, because it's it doesn't really matter. I've won Dom anyway. So let's trigger the painted table. Oh yeah. And remember that Gendry has to lose a power. Does he do it? I think I'm too busy focusing on Gendry to think about the... Yeah, it doesn't really matter. I'm too busy focusing on Gendry to worry about the Stannis, and I think he very kindly now says, "You've got the Stannis trigger," and lets me go back and trigger Stannis, which is very nice of him. I would say it's a very pleasant game. We were chatting quite nicely. Really nice guy, and we just I think when you're especially in a mirror match like this, you know what it is. You know that he's got the advantage now because I haven't seen sell me. He did see sell me. Not just that, because obviously he did confiscate the milk as well. But you know, when you've got the mirror match, having key pieces makes a difference. Now I've got Mel, obviously Mel being milked and not being able to get rid of it, but just time of plenty. Just doesn't, you know. Mirror matches aren't the best in this game. So I actually choose to decide to keep Gendry down. I'm not 100% sure why I didn't choose sell me there. Probably should have in hindsight. And we have his wildfire into my time of plenty, because my hand is now currently empty. And so I keep obviously the big 3 around. He actually kills Gendry. Probably doesn't think he's 100% guaranteed to win Dom anymore. So I play out my sell me. Put a bodyguard on Stannis. And I think I'll just keep hold of the City Watch.
However, in God of War 2, Kratos still isn't quite getting along with the gods due to how he's still smashing the world to bits in the name of
that a nice patch?
Even listen to Athena, who made him the God of War and gave him his cool new blades.
Do not turn your back on me. I owe you nothing.
So onto his marshalling.
Kratos down a peg or two though, as a big eagle immediately zaps you down to size.
We have dupes for Bob and Selmy. We have Serene out. And Celise. And yeah, this is looking pretty brutal. Okay. I can't complain losing out in a Bara versus Bara matchup. You know, I play enough Bara. You know, this I know sometimes people don't like playing them, so if you know I'm losing to Bara, I think it's kind of fair that I had to suffer the pain as well. So I'm going to do a massive power challenge, I'm guessing. Not 100% sure why at this point, but why not?
Running through walls, making things appear. You look like you've been here a while. You must know how this place works.
Works? This place isn't hard to understand.
The title of Murdered Sole Suspect is your first clue that you're not going to be not murdered.
So you have a massive power challenge.
The game often might catch you off guard. You are Ronan O'Connor, rookie top in Salem with a bad attitude, 20-day habit, and a strong waist game. As the story starts, you're hot on the heels of the lethal and boringly named Bell Killer. You're under arrest. Seriously, the Salem Slasher, the Masked Murderizer, those are just off the top of my head. Salem newspapers, boring.
Which I assume he'll just chud block.
When the mysterious nemesis shoves him out an attic window onto the tarmac below.
You almost might as well just chud block it. I think at this point I'm just basically saying to him, I'm just kind of letting you win the. I'm not saying letting him win the game, but I'm just speeding up the process, getting him into the straight, so I can just go all in on the power and then let him get the unopposed to win the game. Or we just doing the maths? I can't remember. I think that might be why I'm trying to think about the game rather than just calling what I'm seeing. Although the resolution's got even worse, so I'm actually struggling here a little bit. No, I think I was just trying to keep his draw down and just try and win some challenges. And you know, if he makes a mistake, although the way he was playing, he was very good. He was not really making any mistakes. But I thought, you know, maybe does a cheeky military, and then I get to stand sell me. But obviously, yeah, if Bob wasn't milked here, this would be doing some serious work. Yeah, got to give Stans renowned. I keep forgetting he doesn't actually have renowned. Obviously, he needs Lightbringer to get renowned, which is quite frustrating because Bob is so much better with Lightbringer, even if it isn't particularly thematical. So we have a military, so an entry coming in from the fiery followers. Just unopposed and takes out the City Watch. Unfortunately, here comes the big power challenge, which again goes unopposed. Do I have 4 gold? Oh, because I had less power on my house card, of course, so I couldn't ambush him for cheap. I think that must be like the first time that's actually ever happened to me playing Bara. And we pass. So he gets Dom. And okay, I choose to play Close Call just to actually just for card draw at this point. So he's played Noble Cause. So I get to draw into a In the Name of Your King, Lightbringer, and the Red Keep. So put Lightbringer on Stannis, because there's no point putting it on Bob. And I pass onto his marshalling. I keep deciding to go first because there's very little point with Bob around to choose to go second. Just get Nelt out. So he's currently he's got Stannis out as well. He's currently on I believe 14 power, and there's the Iron Throne and the Painted Tables. He's got the entire combo now. Everything you could possibly want. Most political disaster when you need it. So yeah, can't quite see what I'm typing, but yeah, it's. I think we're just chatting, basically saying it is a good game.
We're introducing a world where horrible vampires are butchering the guardians of the pillars. 9 totems that are linked to the health of the world. That vampire is going to pay, I assume. Let's get crucifixion. Except your playable character, Kane, is more interested in trying to get served a drink. And this elitist dropping a title into conversation.
Yeah, it was chatty ways. So yeah, I made a few mistakes. I should have rechecked the plots because the plot's the most important thing in a Game of Thrones deck. I'm pretty convinced. And I should have seen there's no confiscation. I'm not sure that would have cost me the game per se, but obviously it would have given me it would have made things a bit easier having Bob not milked. That's for sure.
hang on. No. In the afterlife, Kane agrees to become a vampire if it means getting revenge on his assassins, kicking off a lengthy dungeon crawling adventure where you kill everything, only pausing to restore your health by draining the blood from an innocent human. So the whole vampire revenge thing is on hold?
So I'm just going to do a massive... This is the power challenge I thought I was doing last term. So I'm just going to do a massive power challenge. Get some, just to get as much power as possibly can before I eventually do lose the game. So not seeing the Iron Throne didn't help. If I could have seen the Iron Throne, possibly in that building orders, I think maybe I could have sort of kept myself in the game for long enough to try and find that Selmy.
Really fast and get easily distracted by how beautiful his wife is. Dude, eyes on the road. He ignores the advice you inevitably shout at the screen, calling him to crash into an oncoming vehicle, killing Dan and his wife instantly. What did I say, Dan? This one's on you. Maybe that's why Catherine ends up in heaven in the afterlife, while Dan, or you, end up in purgatory. Years later, smooth-haired angel Samael offers Dan purification so he can move up to heaven and join his wife. All Dan has to do is destroy 4 of Lucifer's generals in order to prevent a heavenly war.
These 4 are generals in Lucifer's army. They're extremely powerful.
So, still just chatting away to apologise. Basically saying, because I think he was just talking if it was going to be over, went, no, if I was giving up, thought, no, I'm going to see it out. Here you go. I'm going to do this. Get up to 9 power. High five myself. And then he can go in and win the game as he wants to. So he just chub blocks. So I tried saying you should do a military first. Go on, do a military first. You'll be fine. I remember standing with Lightbringer. Having trouble with the controls. And so I do a military with him as well. So he obviously kneels with Selmy and then stands Selmy afterwards. And then that's what I say, you should do a military first. Nothing can go wrong. Even if he had, he wins with the painted table and the Iron Throne anyway. So a big power challenge coming in, and that is a good game. So I said they've got another game following this one in the league, the round 6 game. I'm currently at 3-2, so I have to win that game to make the cut. So until next time.